Welcome to UFL Fandom Live Show, and I have a very special guest here today, Damian Santiago of the Midwest Arena Football League. Welcome, Commissioner.
Thank you for having me, Curtis.
I'm proud and honored to have you here. I'm excited about the league. When I first started watching it a little bit, I started really wanting to get involved with it. So I want to get more and more involved with it. I'm excited. I think it's going to really, once people start watching it, I'm used to the old AFL, with the old AFL, the old Chicago Rush and, old stuff. I'm not, I'm not used to without the nets and the field. That's what I'm trying to get used to. You know what I mean? But I like it.
Yeah, well, we're trying to steer away from that, and that's where we don't want to be. But it's something that you got to crawl before you walk. We talk about that, and it's something you kind of year one stuff we have to deal with here. And I like the nets, that's my thing, and it's something we kind of got a lot of backlash for. But being these teams being mom and pop teams don't really have the financial or capital behind it. We have to play football somehow, So year one stuff, fun stuff. It's kind of dangerous, it is, and it shows these guys really want a way out because they're putting their life on the line every week, pretty much, against these non-padded walls. And another thing too, we deal with in these the other venues. You didn't see it with enforcers, but these other venues at like TOCA's and Novi, they have nets above that are pretty low, so you can't really zip line or air it out. You have to zip line it in. And it's pretty frustrating. And me as quarterback, I dealt with it before. It's really frustrating. So I know these other guys, they're dealing with that. But, the enforcers field kind of simulates. They don't have walls, but it simulates what it's like in a real arena airing it out. And you can actually see them quarterbacks perform out there.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it, though. That's what I said. Like I said, I'm going to watch every game because I like it. You know what I mean? I think it'll get out there more and more the more people watch it and get used to. I'm just not used without the goals and the nets. That's the only thing that's kind of, but I'll get used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to get used to it too long. We want to get away from that. That's the goal. So my vision is hopefully by next year, but that's not the case. It takes a long time to develop a league and to make it grow into a product like you see the IFL or NAL, something like that, where like you said, you have goalposts and stuff like that, which ain't out of the question. That's what we want. That's what we're pushing for these teams. And hopefully, a high quality owner can tap into one of these other owners and say, hey, I got the capital, or here's sell me a share and let's get this done. Let's get some turf, let's get some goalpost roll, all that. So, that's why, I'm glad I'm in the position I am to guide these guys, these teams, and get them in the right direction. So
yeah, you got full control right now, man. So where you're going, where you want to go, where everything, you ain't got nobody getting in your way and causing trouble, and
Yeah. I mean, there's obstacles that we deal with, as a front office league. Every league does, but overall, we've been taking it one step at a time, and making sure I do my best to put out the best product I can. So.
Yeah, I like it. I think you're doing a good job, man. Very professional.
Thank you.
Thanks to Sam Shady and them guys over to Shady.
Yeah,
over there.
That's what we were talking about that too, and that's why I want to give a shout out to the media guys in there. They're just, it wouldn't work without them. I tell you what, Chad Rowland and Sam Shady and I have assistant Richard, and all these guys are just, and also our cameramen down the field. They're getting better. They were a little rough around the edges at first, but we're working with them, and we're all new to this. It's all new, and we're non-paid. We're a non-paid league. We're non-funded. We're doing all this mostly out of our pockets. We're just barely breaking even, and it's really hard. But like I said, we're just doing it all for the fans, so that everybody can get a taste of arena ball, and especially around this area. You don't see it around the Midwest or the East Coast, or it's usually you used to, but it's kind of gone away from this area around Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and we're kind of bringing it back. And we also have announcements to bring in the future about other expansion teams in the area, so to get more football played and expand out just a little bit. Not we don't want island teams, but we want to expand out just a little bit. So
Yeah, I think once if you start getting some sponsors in there, you know what I mean, and get some people sponsoring a little bit, it would help a lot. You know what I mean? With
oh yeah, that's it. Don't work without the capital and the and the investors, pretty much. So we got to make sure we get that taken care of before we can move forward to the goalpost and turf and the fun stuff.
right, I think you will. What do you think? Where do you think you're going to be? Say a year from now, you think you'll still be going? You think you'll be expanding?
Oh yeah, I think the league will be super strong in a year. I think it set its mark and set its tone this year compared to other developmental leagues you see. You almost don't see them because they're not really being pushed, and their product isn't pushed like we are. This is I'm going full at this. We got the tickets, we got websites, we had the schedules, we have stats. We already got our passing leader, Maurice Mojo Jones, the passing leader of the year of the league, next to Donovan Sanchez, and followed by Zoe Prescott and Cody Beal. I think Cody Beal's forward, but like I said, we already got our tone here, and then we also had our Bucks quarterback who plays a center. So we're already setting the tone here with, we're racing for the MVP. They're racing for the MVP. They're racing for the offensive player of the year. Because the season's short. We have a shorter season, so we're already quarter way through the season almost. Here coming up, so we want to make sure these guys are competing good and putting on a show for the fans, and also making sure they get their awards. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Commissioner, where are you going to have the championship? What's going to happen with the championship? Are you going to have a lot of people there, or are there going to be fans? Or
I mean, like it's super hard to get the fans there, just because it's based on the game day operations manager of each team, and we encourage them to do things with tickets and all that, but it's up to them. So the league tries to help much as we can to get fans there as possible, but like I said, it's up to the home team to do that, and us to guide them through the off season to make sure, hey, where did we go wrong this year with fans or this and that, but yeah, that's our goal, is to get more people there, and yeah. So
I think it will. You only a couple 2-3 games in. This will be the third game this weekend. Now,
yeah.
how can I watch the Bulldogs? I mean, if I want to watch them, if it's not going to go live, will it be on YouTube or?
I mean, it'll be you can probably watch it on like clips on Facebook, stuff like that. Because we're not going to go live on the Bulldogs game and the Bucks. We might go live on the Grizzlies and the Enforcers, but yeah, we're probably not going to go live. Just kind of like I said, I'm doing everything, so it's kind of hard out there to get out there and run the production. But like I said, you can go on your the team's Facebook page, the league website, check for updates, stuff like that. But we might go for the Enforcers game. We'll update it as we go on probably the Facebook page and let everybody know what we're doing here. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, just check up on the websites or the team's pages. Go on the team's pages and like and follow it, and check for the score updates and stuff like that, clips.
I'm liking it. I'm going to follow every game. I'm going to stick right there every game. Next year, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe I can get involved a little bit more. I do shoot all my own videos. I've done 1,000 videos on my YouTube channels. I got
Okay.
four YouTube channels. I do
Okay.
a paranormal YouTube channel, CDSP Ghost Chaser. I video all my games.
Oh wow.
I videotape all my videos, and
Yeah.
narrate them and edit them myself. So it's too
Okay.
bad I couldn't get out there and
Yeah.
try to help you with shooting some of them. I would definitely love that.
And we're, like I said, our league's open to all investors, media guys, all that. I mean, we want to work with everybody. So definitely everybody, shoot me a personal message and we'll get to work. We need to get to work on the spread in the league, and also benefiting media guys as well. Helping you guys out with your platform, and it all works. We all try to flow together there. So.
Yeah, are you going to be, like, say, next year? Now, you think you'll be doing any expanding, or are you just going to stay with the 5 teams? Or
That's a good question, man. Because like I said, I really like the idea of we need expansions, we need more teams, but I like the idea of centralizing and being picking the teams that we pick very very cautiously, very we move slowly with it, because like I said, we don't want to allow any team in here and make mistakes that we made this year, and the front office side. And we want to make sure that, that's why I'm really trying my hardest to put out a good product so we can offer teams next year that are actually, hey, you know what, they got a vision. Let's listen to them. Let's put them in the driver's seat. Let's let them steer our team in the right direction with capital assistance, make sure that it's going the right way so it sustains and it doesn't, you see teams all the time fold up, and that's not what we want. We don't want that reputation as a league to be a league that folds or, has teams that just fold or even leaves the league and this and that. So we want to make sure who we allow in is structured and we want to be a subsidiary company, make sure that we're going inside out and make sure that everybody has the same vision on board. And so far, it's looking pretty good with the teams we have. All these teams are very. We're all close. We're all really close, and all these teams are all kind of working together here. We have some problems we're working out, but that's why we want to get to the centralization. So hey, we got this figured out because we see our long-term vision. The long-term, that's a 10, 20-year vision because we have a company vision, not just a franchise, individual franchise vision. So.
Yeah, well, what are you thinking about how the AFL, well, AF1, what are you thinking how their direction is going now?
I mean, it's going really good. It's got really good minds behind it. Jerry Kerr, CEO, Garrett Compton, all these guys, the head office guys. And two, they kind of run their thing the same way. All their owners are really involved, kind of taking drive and kind of, running with it. We'll see how it goes. I have full faith in, what they can do. And it's looking really good too. And like I said, it just takes guru minds and behind the operations. And like I said, yeah, they're 100 steps ahead with it, So hopefully can't wait to see their product and see what they put out. So
Yeah, I was just on the phone with Jeff Fisher. I've been trying to get him on the phone,
oh yeah,
a live show with him. I've had uh, James Shiver on 2 or 3 times.
oh
Where, as far as I know, he don't know what happened when the AFL shut down. He was hoping that they would
yeah.
pick up the voodoo. The
Yeah, and it takes those, like I said, it takes the minds, the minds behind it, and nothing to say with who was in office at the time. I'm not really too sure, but like I said, it takes those correct minds like Jeff Fisher, Jerry Kurz, those correct minds to be in office that know what they're doing, and that's why I took my advice straight from people like Kerry Enkler, the IFL founder, Jim Foster. Jim Foster's the number one. He's the go-to guy. You take this stuff from them and you soak it up because I'm younger. I'm only 28 years old, but I'm trying to do my best to not make mistakes that these guys made. And if we can do that and spread it to the newer generation and kind of take off from there and pretty much spread the game of arena football everywhere, and it's been missing the spot where we're at. So that's kind of why I did the Midwest Arena Ball. And I took it after, what Jim Foster did in the AFL and how they look and how that and it kind of simulates XFL. If you see our film, our POV game, we're kind of trying to make it more down on the field. You're there in the action and more and that's kind of why I went with the red, black, and white. It's kind of more like XFL-y type.
yeah, I like that. I like that.
So
I'm a
that's
big fan.
and we're pushing entertainment. We want to be like not like WWE, but we want to have fun with it, and we want to make sure we push the limit on entertainment and stuff like that's our goal. We've been all talking about it. We tried to do it in our preseason game with the intros, and we just had a technical difficulty with the Wi-Fi. But that's our goal, is to be like that. So
It's got that look to it, where you can get that down on the field thing, like you said, the
yeah.
XFL did back in 2001.
Yeah, and we got kind of like I'm not saying like a grimy feel to it, but that's what we're trying to go for because we're a developmental league. People forget about that. They think we're professional. We're not, and we want to be, that's what we're trying to imitate that. We want to be perfect as possible. We are a developmental league, and we got guys that you wouldn't even think they were a development. They got matching helmets to everything. And that's something these guys are not paid, so they don't have to do that. So it's very nice that they are, working with the league. Everybody has the same vision. These team owners have the same vision, understanding, hey, you guys aren't playing if you guys aren't matching. That's pretty cool to do that, and so that shows that we're all working together here, and the league's super strong because of it. So.
Yeah, I like the look. I mean, the uniforms were good, especially like the Bulldogs with the chain on the helmet.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving it. And like you said, when you mentioned the XFL 2001 version way back then, I know the WWE stuff, but yeah, you can get some good live. Too bad you couldn't get those camera. What's the cameras they use that fly around?
Oh yeah, the sky cams there. Yep.
Sky Scam. Good.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Maybe in a couple, 2, 3 years, you can get a Sky Scam going there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna that's all the fun stuff we're gonna try to work out here. But that's the extra stuff we're going to try to do with the media. But yeah, right now our main thing really with the media is trying to get down to our make sure our Wi-Fi is strong, because these buildings that we're supplying the Wi-Fi are just if you notice it's a little lagging, so we really can't put dependability in these buildings as much as we are. So we're going to make sure we up our cameras by next year. Hopefully have better cameras by this year. We're going to try to have better internet service and all that, and make sure our commentators are up to par in each game. And as that really matters. If you notice Chad Rowland, he was our commentator for the Enforcer game. He knocked out of the park. He did a great job, and he did that pro bono. These guys are all just really good guys where they all want to see the league work, just like you, Curtis. You want to see the league work, and everybody, and Sam, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to see this league work, and I just can't thank everybody enough. And and speaking on top of that, we're gonna have a banquet league like live dinner, also awards, like award ceremony. So we'll do that live on Shady Sports Network. So at the end of the year, we're going to give out awards, passing all these titles and all that good stuff. So MVP will be announced there as well live. So it'll be a suit and tie event. So it's going to be kind of fun. Something you never really seen before.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Yeah, and we're trying to go all out with it. So fun stuff there too.
You'll get there, man. I'm loving it. Like I said, I know there's other people. I'm trying to turn other people onto it. I've tried to, talk to family members and stuff and start getting them to watch some of the games. And I'm getting family members hooked on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but they ask, they're asking me about the old AFL. I said, this is not the old AFL. This is something entirely new. It's cool. It's different. It's cool. I'm enjoying it. I would love to see it in about 3 or 4 years, if you keep going there, and with the painted fields, really nice painted fields and some good fans in there, and some good sponsors,
Yeah, real arenas, and that's our goal. Real arenas and goalpost and proper media, like Fox. Nothing wrong with small media, but we want Fox, local stuff like that. That's really going to boost up the competition, and that's how the league can also sustain with ratings or stuff like that. So we all got a vision, so that's going to be the goal. But
yeah, maybe you actually get a little bold, and get a good team going. Like maybe the Enforcers look pretty darn good.
Oh yeah.
Kind of get some news going, some mouth wagging, and say, look, we want the Enforcers to play somebody in the AFL or something like that. You know what I mean? Just to get people talking. You know what I mean? Something.
Yeah, and that's we're trying to push a team out of here. That's what we talked. I talked to the Enforcer owner, Casey Carter. He's got really good experience. He was in the ALCF. I talked to him, and we were really trying to push this team out of here, out of this league. He's like, oh, I don't want to. I want to be loyal to your league, and I'm like, no, we want you to go to the NAL or something like that. That's why we're trying my best to put this product out for these guys. So hopefully an investor is watching, and or a co-owner wants to tap into it and he's watching, and here's your chance. So these teams are begging for investors to tap into this, and that's why we're trying to show our product out there and make sure so we can 2-3 years we can get the buildings, hopefully get arena just for them or something like that, by a owner. So
I think 2 or 3 years from now, I think I can see it going really big. I mean, pay-per-views and everything, if you just keep right on rolling with it. And you got a good mind, man. It's all in your control. You're handling it, and I think it's cool. I like it. I think it's going to be good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'd show you a couple of those clips that you sent me. The Bulldogs, man. This is a cool clip. Let's get this up there.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let's do positions right now. We got starting three right here. Boom. X, Y, and Z. All right. So you're over there. I'm over there.
I got the linebacker. Steve should have been blitzing anyways. It would have been Drew, and that was Mike, because Mike was coming over top.
Mike made the tackle. Hey, we gotta be aware, right?
Yeah.
If they make that decision, he don't blitz. Y'all gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, get the play call. All right, on one. Ready?
Pretty crisp looking, man. Looks like they should be playing in the AFL.
I tell you what, man. No, and shout out to our reporter who did that out of Detroit. There, he did that pro bono too. So a lot of these people are just coming out of their own pocket doing this stuff. Really crisp quality there. The boys are big, man, and I tell you what, it shows the level here too of the power play and rankings of the league, and the Bulldogs look pretty damn good, and it shows. Hopefully they can bounce back and rebuild their confidence, coming into this game and next game with us, but it shows though that the rankings of these enforcers, these guys are coming in this league looking to be champions again, so they really have the target on their back. As we talked, everybody wants to take them down, so everybody, like I said, pay attention. Here's your films on there. You got your film to study, so these teams really got to buckle down and get ready, because it's going to be a tough season. It's a tough season to make sure through injuries and, player personnel and management and just, in the front office of these teams. It's going to be tough for these teams. But like I said, hopefully, we can fight through this season because we're all new and developing. We're all new. Hopefully we can fight through the season, get through it. And then the off season, that's going to be really important. That's where we're going to be working. All of us are going to be working. And that's when we're going to come back next year, and we should be a whole new league, a whole stronger league. And that's why we're really careful when I talk about who we let in our league, because we want to make sure they have the same vision and they're going for the ride with us. They're not just trying to, hitch a ride for a block or two. We're going the whole way, so we're going to make sure, like I said, we're open to teams. We're still open to teams. But I want them to be patient and understand slowly our vision and to listen and to catch the wave, so.
Yeah, I think they'll get it. Like I said, some people are going to take a little bit longer to catch on.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking to my brother and other, family members. Like I said, they're not catching on yet because they're used to the old AFL. They keep thinking about that, I said, don't think about that. You know what I mean? Think about what some people are not looking at it, what it could be. It's good now, but you give it a year or two and you have really cool looking fields and a fan and sponsors. That'll be an awesome game. It's going to be an awesome game. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, just like I said, just for the fans that they want that, just bear with us. Bear with us, and like I said, I'll make sure I do my due diligence to make sure I take care of the financial side to get that to you guys. So slow process. Bear with us there, but that is the goal, and we'll make sure we get proper fields, proper goalposts, proper nets, and to look like the real deal that you see on TV. Put up a good product.
It'll really be awesome, man. I tell you, just a few little things here and there, just a few little things, man. It'll be awesome.
Yes,
no
sir.
Question about it.
Yes, sir.
Believe me, I don't think Shady Sports Network over there would be talking. Yeah, I watched every bit of the interview with Sam Shady and stuff.
Okay.
And it was good interview. You kind of got me hooked when I watched that interview. I started saying, this guy knows what he's talking about, And
I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, like I said, this is all I do. You know, I'm a football mind, arena football mind. That's all I know. It's all I really focus on. I don't even watch NFL football. You know, I try to, but I'm an arena football guy. You know, that's what I do. I don't even watch the indoor. You know, I love the indoor game. You know, I love the product. It's just immaculate. You know, but I don't watch the indoor game. I watch just under center football. I don't know. That's what I like. I think it shows discipline. It's tough. It's hard to do to take that snap under center. You got to be a hell of a quarterback. You know, you got to be able to take that snap, like we talked about, drop back, get rid of it on that last step, and not too many people can do that. If you've seen in the film, it gets frustrating. And you know, it really trains these guys for when they go to the next level. They're ready. You know, they're going to be ready. They already took them snaps. They already understand it. And when you go to the next level too, in the NFL or whatnot, you're going to have to know how to take snaps too. It's not just under or shotgun all the time. You know, in our league, you can go shotgun too in fourth down, which we treat it like a punt scenario, something like that. So
yeah, that's what I'm liking it though, because I don't know how many times I've watched an NFL game or whatever where, the teams fought just like hell, and fought right down to the wire. And then a kicker comes up, he kicks a field goal and wins the game for him, in the last 3 seconds, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Where here, you got to get a touchdown, you know what I mean? It's a little bit harder to do than kick a field goal, really. I don't know. Some field goals are hard to do, but.
yeah, and that'll make the scores higher too. You know, the game's
Yeah.
going to be a lot higher scoring. Where one team, like I said, just when you get a turnover, you can't get the field goal or something like that, or or the extra points too. So it just makes it a little tough for us to, we got to bear with that. And there's a lot of things that we have to work with, with being the net too up high. We have to work with that too as well. So
yeah. I'm glad I had you on, and at least this is just the first of hopefully many, many interviews with you. And I hope we can get back together. Maybe we can do a commissioner episode every week or something, on the, how the league is progressing. Maybe every
definitely. I'm down for that. And too, we have I can bring on, special guests with if you ever want to talk to a team owner, player, anything like that, we can bring them on and they can, interview and give them a little interview or something like that. Because these guys, they really need the publicity. You're good. They need the publicity. They need the the recognition too, and it might help us make them play better. In week 2 or week 3, get some boosted up, get some excited. And two, another thing to talk about for leave is, make sure everybody goes on the website and looks up the player stat board on there, and go on there and look up your player and the rankings. And we kind of do it like Madden, so each player has a ranking, like 91 or 92. So yeah, so me too, actually there, but you need some water there, but pretty much go on Madden and you can see your rankings like that at the roster. So we have it stuff like that, so like Lamar Stoll was at like 90, there's 91, and then Sanchez but like 88. We have Mojo Jones is at like 91, 92. He's the number 1 in the league right now. So it varies too. So when people play better each week, I upload their stats. So when I see your stats are a little better, we'll give you a little boost in ranking a little bit, or you going down in the rankings, stuff like that. So it's fun stuff like that. Keep it fun and get the guys keep them on edge. Keep them going.
We can just go live from one of the stadiums or arenas or something like that sometime.
Yeah, I'm all for that too. If you want to do that Saturday, I'm all for that. You want to go live at the arena or something like that, and I can get on one of the co-owner or whoever you want. Just let me know. We'll figure it out.
All right, I will. Maybe we'll do that. Sounds like fun Saturday, man. I think I'm going to lose my voice.
Oh yeah.
But man, thanks, Damian. I only call you, Damian, but to me, I have all respect for you. Been doing this by yourself and everything. So, but I'm glad you came on today, man. I want to have you on more episodes. Like you said, we'll have players on, coaches on.
Yeah.
We'll do it. All right. So thank you for coming on.
Yep.
This is only the beginning, man.
Oh yes, sir, man. Yep. And like I said, just thank you to everybody, the media guys here. Shout out to you guys, and go buy your tickets. You know, everybody, if you're watching, you know, for week 2 or week 3, and yeah. So that's all I got. Thank you, Curtis.
Yeah, thank you too, Damian, man. And I'll get back with you because I'm want to talk to you about partnering up with you a little bit, maybe something like that. You know, getting more involved. I would like to do that. So I'll get back with you. And about that ball, I'm interested in getting one of those balls from you.
Yep.
So,
And too, you know, if any fans or anything like that want jerseys, balls, stuff like that, just message the go on our website and it should give you a contact, you know, how to contact us, but through email or something like that. Just contact us and we'll get it worked out and get you some stuff.
Yeah, Damian, I was going to tell you before we let everybody, the viewers, know where they can find you and where you're at, where they can find you, and
pretty much, you know, Midwest Arena Football League.com, Instagram, MAFL, you know, Arena, or Twitter, Facebook, Midwest Arena Football League on Facebook. I run everything. I run all the media pages. So if you got to get hold of me, just message one of those, and we'll usually get back hold of you really fast. So, yeah, any of that, like I said, we're open to all investors for the league too. So if there's anybody watching, you know, that wants to invest in the league or something like that, or co-own the league, you know, tap into some ownership, we're all on board so we can get it going. We all, you know, be on the same board. So
sounds great, man.
Thank you, Curtis. I really appreciate giving me the
Damian. And if there's anything you need, just get a hold of me, man. If there's anything I can do, I'll be there. I love it. I love what you're doing. It's going to be great, man. We're looking towards the future. It's going to be cool.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Damian, I'm going to replay these videos on the way out. All right.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yep. Say it.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let's do this right now. We got starting three right here. Boom. X, Y, and Z. All right? You're over there. I'm over there.
I heard her linebacker. Steve should have been blitzing anyways. It would have been Drew, and that was Mike, because Mike was coming over top.
Mike made the decision. Hey, we got to be aware, right? Yeah. If they make that decision, he don't blitz. Y'all got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Hey, get the play call. All right, on one. Ready? I see you.